Hello. It's a new week. This is your favorite or soon to be favorite struggling YouTuber, Matt. You can call me Matt. I'm on my way to work. I feel like I'm doing the same thing over and over again. But yeah, man, this is another week to struggle with this thing. So I had a great weekend. I went to Kaizer yesterday, and I'll tell you about it some other time. But right now I'm going to work, and there's just a cyclist or a cycler. Oh, it's clear now. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see. Yeah, so there were cars on the oncoming lane. I couldn't really overtake. Yeah, man, there's no, I think actually there is there on the right. I'm not sure if you can see it there. It's a small pavement there. You could ride there, but yeah, man, what can we say? No, a thought hit me over the weekend that South African hospitals, man, like the health system, man, it's pretty much messed up. You understand? Like South Africa is like about how many people do we have in South Africa? 60 million, around 60 million or 59 million. That's the whole population of South Africa. But how many hospitals do we have? We have like over 400 hospitals, public hospitals. I'm not talking about clinics. And then about over 200 private hospitals. Right. Why am I indicating today? So can you just think about that? Just over 600 and something, or 700, let's say 700, like hospitals in general, excluding clinics. I know like clinics, there are a lot of clinics everywhere. Like almost every village has 2-3 clinics or one. Some, even though like they're not really doing much, but yeah, man, we never know. In Giyani, there's health center, and there's the old hospital, which is a clinic apparently. I don't know much about it. Yeah, but yeah, it's stuff like that. I'm not gonna talk about clinics today. I'm just gonna talk about these hospitals. But the health system or service, it doesn't start there. You understand? It doesn't. Because look, to be honest, these numbers, let me go now. These numbers, they don't really correspond according to me. Like imagine 60 million 700. 60 million 700. Imagine. And also those 700, how many beds do they have? How many people can have access to the 200 and something? You feel me where I'm going? Like takes just 10. How many people can access those 200 and something? So let's put it aside and then just talk about the 400. So where does the service start from the 400? It starts with emergency services, man. Emergency medical services, EMS. That's where it starts. You understand? Everything starts there. You can argue. I know, like, this is the most underrated profession in healthcare services. I know, like, nurses are like, what? But these are the people who bring the patients to the nurses and doctors. If now I get into an accident and maybe I'm in a critical state, we're gonna call an ambulance, and the number to call is 10177, or you can call 112. Is it? Yeah, 112. Because 10177, it's I think they don't have enough. They don't really have enough towers in the area. Woo. Someone's driving a Ferrari. Baba. red one. You can see it there. I don't know if it's a Ferrari what. I don't really know these things. But yeah, so look at this. How many ambulances do you have? So the DA in December last year, they published an article talking about that we are in a shortage of about 3,400 ambulances in South Africa. 3,400, and I'm sure it's also not enough, because right now at the moment we have like apparently we have like 3,300 and something, and from those 3,300 and something, they have to be, not all of them work, you know, like our people, man. Some get into car crashes, some, you know, they're not being serviced, not maintained. If you can check, honestly speaking, most government vehicles are not really maintained well. These things are scrap, man. Are scrap metal, just running up and down. Some police vans. Yeah, so it's things like that, man. Like that can get you like worried. So the 303 working ones, 3,000. Oh, why am I saying 303? The 3,300 waking ambulances, if you divide that, it's by 400. We have like about 8 ambulances per hospital. And then let's say each hospital now, from that 8, 4 are not working. Half. Just because of the factors that I mentioned earlier on. So you see, the numbers are crazy. A big hospital like Krisani Baragwanath, the one in Gauteng, it's apparently the biggest hospital in Africa as well. Maybe one of the top 5 or top 3 hospitals in the world. It give it 8 ambulances, and 4 are not working. Can you think about that? 4 are not working. So now there's someone who was about to give birth in another side of town. One ambulance goes out. There's an accident in the N1. One ambulance goes out. Someone just got shot. You know, all those 4 are done, and we're so used to these things not working that we never do anything about it. You feel me? We just think, it's normal. Calling an ambulance and the ambulance doesn't arrive. It's normal. It's day to day, papa. It's no, like that's our daily bread in South Africa. Is that normal? Should we continue like this also in 2024? Like, we can't, man. And I know like there's a lot to be done, like, but we can't accept something like this. Hey, it's crazy. So basically, depending on where you are, of course, like you might not be able to even receive an ambulance when you request for one. So that's how bad it is. That's how bad things are. How many people have died just because an ambulance couldn't arrive on time? You see, like, things are so bad we don't even know the number to call. I'm sure some of you didn't know that you can call 10177. 10177, like I said, apparently there are issues. They don't have enough towers to transmit to whatever. So if you call, sometimes you might not get through. You see, especially if you are, for example, if you're driving on the N1, you pass like for Three Sisters. You see that area where you start seeing the Three Sisters mountains. You might not get the good service, but 112 apparently it's got like good services. You see. So yeah, man. I just wanted to give you like just on that, so that you get the feel of what I'm talking about. So again. Yeah, man. So otherwise, let's not talk about the serious stuff. Let's get to the weekend. Football. My team, Matung, my team. Yo. Kaizer Chiefs will send us to the early grave, man. Like, it lost this weekend. It lost 1-0. And I said I'm going to be very vocal about it. I will. You know, like the other team, our main rival, Orlando Pirates, they call themselves Ezimnyama Ngenkani. Tina, we must also call ourselves Edliwa Ngenkani. Edliwa Ngenkani, because this is man. We need to get therapists now, because this team, everybody just tells us, and yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible, my guys. But yeah, what can we say? At least MANCITY won. I'm happy about that, even though we shouldn't sleep on Foden and Alvarez. Alvarez is super good, guys. Alvarez is actually, the whole team is good, but then Alvarez, if you remember on the World Cup, Alvarez was always the game changer. Whenever the coach would take Alvarez out, the game would change against Argentina. Like, we knew, man, like they would end up on their penalties. Why? Boy Wonder is out. You see? So, like, this boy, each time he starts on MANCITY, or even if he comes as a sub, you know, like the game is gonna change, man. It's gonna, he's gonna score. He's gonna do a lot of things. And now KDB is out. We have Foden, and he's doing wonderful things. It's his time to shine, and let's hope now we'll start going back to those, those scary numbers we used to get from City, like 4 something, 6 something, Haaland, hat-trick, Haaland, praise, those numbers. Let's hope we get back to those numbers, because really so far we've been struggling. We've been struggling big time. But yeah, that's all I had to talk about. Who's this? Aston Villa, they won 4-0 against Everton. Like, some teams just need to be taken out of the Premier League. I must add Kaizer Chiefs in the Premier League. Must add Kaizer Chiefs. But yeah, man, I just got to work, and yeah, I will tell you about the thing, the trip to Kaizer. Look, I'm always this type of person. I don't discredit a place and say, no, there's crime. There may be crime, but I didn't experience that, and I don't wish I do experience that. But I just wish we could do a lot as people, as abantu bamnyama, black people, basically. I just wish we could try and improve. But yeah, let's leave that for another clip. And yeah, let me see. Right now, I'm just gonna park, and guys, please have a lovely day, a lovely week. We're gonna see each other tomorrow. You see, this car is responding well. It doesn't do the that it used to do. That thing. My street cred was ruined at some point. Hey, this guy is driving a car that makes noise like that. But yeah, man. Yeah. And on the other video, I made an example about the people who used to run with Usain Bolt. I think that is a good example, but I think the more relatable example, when you're applying for jobs, be like, the people who beg on the streets, they have nothing to lose. You can pass by the same place, see the same person over and over again, and basically speaking, like when a person is coming, you do that thing, and they also know that what it means, that you don't have anything. But does it make them stop? They don't really stop. So have that spirit, man. Like, keep on applying, keep on knocking on doors, because one day someone's gonna open the window for you and you're gonna be getting in. Apply knowledge, sharp.